that were baptized with fire, 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 fire. Let the fire fall again, God. Let your fire fall again, God.
All I can say is, this is a divine moment that you don't orchestrate. You can't schedule. You can pray all you want. It's not going to happen. I believe in the influence of our prayer life, but I also believe in the sovereignty of God, that he chooses moments and times. And he began to move years ago to set the stage for what would happen yesterday. As glorious as yesterday was, I'm not sure that it's anything more than the tip of the iceberg. Something is released yesterday.
Through the winter rain and beyond the horizon, with mercy for today, faithful you have been, and faithful you will be. You pledge yourself to me, and it's why I sing your praise.
And if you can imagine, at this outdoor event, to have 65, 70,000 people stand almost the entire time, 15 hours in the rain, and not go anywhere. I mean, they just stayed there. To me, I mean, I would have loved sunshine, but I had this feeling on Friday that the Lord was setting us up to display passion that costs something. There was, Lou called a Native American woman named Linda Prince, a great, great woman of God, really a leader of many in this nation, looked up to very strongly, very strong prophetic lady. She had an encounter with the Lord where the Lord spoke to her and told her when the day comes that she sees 120 drums joined with 120 shofars that would start the next great awakening. Well, Lou doesn't know anything about this. And somebody gave him a word that there were to be 120 drums and 120 shofars. So Lou calls her and says, can you help us with this? We need to have 120 drums and 120 shofars. She says, have you heard of my vision, what the Lord? He said, no, I don't know anything about that. And she told him. And so the Native Americans brought the drums. We needed the Jews to bring the shofars. So we had 120 drums. We had 120 shofars. Wow! We had 3 men's men on the platform there. And I asked the first one, I said, what did Jesus do for you? And he said, I forget how long ago, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, he was in Iraq and was 7 feet away from a suicide bomber who blew himself up.
I had maybe 20% hearing loss in my left ear, but the worst thing was that the Lord healed me of not only that, like I can hear better in my left ear, but I have such bad crackling that I have to go to the very back of the church when I worship because it's like a broken speaker. Like I have to muffle my ear to worship, and now I'm here, and I would never be here, so I'm completely healed. Thank you.
And he said, if you tell them anything, I mean, this is from his mouth today, from North Carolina, tell them to stay focused on Jesus Christ and his cross. And he envisioned not this environment, he envisioned that Coliseum that he's preached at many, many times. And he said, if I were there, I'd want to look at every single section and point my finger and say, Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Los Angeles, Jesus loves you.
This is no time to worry about what church gets to be used by God, because every house that confesses his name will be needed to house the multiple services week after week of the 1 billion soul harvest. That when those folks showed up and there was an impartation of grace upon the 65 to 70,000 people that stood there in the rain, there was an impartation. That same impartation is for every other member of the family.
This is our cry right here, right now, Jesus.